Hey guys, what's up? Jordan Norell here, making my daily video on circumcision. And I made a video early today. Had no audio recorded on it, unfortunately. Thanks for letting me know, Andrew. So making this one on the fly. And today I'd really like to talk about something that I think is so important to me. Actually, it's the only thing for me in life, really. And that is, how big can you let your heart be? And that's the question I want to pose to all intactivists, all people trying to change the world, all people trying to have a positive impact. How much can you let the pain of the world in? How much can you let that suffering affect you? Can your heart contain the whole universe and everything in it? And if it can, and it can, I think that's the biggest win that you can possibly humanly have. That's the most important thing that can happen, is seeing every single creature in this world as though it was your own child, as though it was your own love of your life, or as though it was yourself. I see every single being in this world as though it is myself. And so when there's 10 babies being circumcised every single minute, every single hour, that's me. That's me having my genitals ripped to shreds. And I really mean that. Like, it's hard to explain it, but it's like, why do we take ourselves and separate ourselves out from the rest of the world and pretend like we're not, like we can't feel that, like we can't understand what's going through someone else's experience? Because I know that that's happening right now. And by letting that in to my heart, by knowing that pain is happening and that I'm connected to that, by knowing that that's the same life that's living me is living that baby. The same spirit that is my spirit is experiencing that same pain. It's not my pain or his pain. What's it make a difference if I'm in the same room, or if I'm related, or if we all have the same gene pool, we're all in the same world. I can't look at that child and say that doesn't affect me just because I can try to push it out of my mind and not think about it. And more importantly, if I let myself think about it, if I let myself know that there are children all over the United States and all over the world who are being tortured right now, who are losing their pleasure for the rest of their lives, who are losing so incredibly much, who are going through torture for no reason, I say that's my fault. I say I take responsibility for that, because that empowers me. I can say, well, that's someone else's fault. That's someone else in the world needs to deal with that. Their parents need to fix that. The doctors need to fix that. Someone else needs to do their research and work harder. But why don't I work harder? Why don't I find ways to spread the message? Why don't I make better videos? Why don't I make more videos? Why don't I work harder? Because to work 5 minutes extra day, I can save an extra 10 babies every day. That's incredible. It's incredible how much impact I can have. I can can save multiple children from genital mutilation every single day with just a little teeny tiny bit of work. And every 5 minutes I say, nah, I'm gonna go waste some time on Facebook. I'm gonna go scroll endlessly, mindlessly, wasting that time. I'm closing down my heart. I'm not thinking about those babies, because if I open my heart, if I know that, then I have so much energy, I have so much power, I have so much inspiration to make a change in this world. You know, this applies to so many things besides circumcision. This just happens to be the thing I'm working with right now, because it's the thing that's affected me the most. And I know I need to face my own pain in this. But ultimately, I'm trying to figure out, I think I need to turn here. No, I'm not home yet. Sorry. Ultimately, trying to drive at the same time and multitask here, because if I can do more things at the same time, then I'm saving more babies, right? That's the whole point of what I'm saying. You know, if we can be more efficient, if we can be more present, if we can be more loving, if we can increase every single quality in us that helps us to have a bigger impact, every single little thing that we can do can have such a huge impact. If one person would have done a little teeny tiny bit of work, a little bit more, I wouldn't have had to live with this incredible, huge wound that I'm having to live with for the rest of my life. At least until we regenerate the foreskin, you know, go forage it. But it's devastating. It's beyond devastating. It's the most devastating thing in the world, and we can change that. And that's such an amazing blessing that we have that power. We just need to know that, we need to understand that, we need to embrace the pain of the world. We need to open our hearts to the world in order to have that. And once you have that, you have everything. That's the only thing I have. That's the only thing I have that makes me different than anybody else in the world, I promise. Well, no, it's not. I have a lot of privileges in a lot of different ways. But there's a lot of people who have a million times more privilege than me. Like, seriously, there's so many people who have literally a million times more intelligence and money and time and all these different resources. But what I have that's different, what I have that makes me special, that makes it so that I can do this every day, that I'm constantly getting better and learning new things and doing my best, the reason I do that is simply because I let the world into my heart. And anybody can do that. It's so easy. There's nothing easier in the world than knowing the pain that's happening around the world and believing in yourself, believing that there is something that you can do. You know, if you believe there's a way, there will be. Where there's a will, there's a way. You just have to open up and allow that possibility. And the whole world opens up to you. It's just setting your mind, it's knowing that pain, knowing the possibility that we could live in a world where there is no more genital mutilation. And then seeing that path to get there. Letting that path arise. Doing everything you can every day. And, you know, it's not always easy. I'm not saying that by any means. You have to work at it every day. But the more you do, the happier you feel, the more inspiration you get. Because you just keep on getting better and better and better. And if you keep your mind on that goal, knowing what you can do, knowing why you're doing it, you will be the happiest person in the world, I promise you that. There's nothing that feels better than living up to your full potential and helping save the world. One baby at a time, one act of violence at a time, creating a world where love is the basis of everything that we do. Not fear, not necessity, not conformity, love. So, just about home, guys. Hope that gave you some inspiration. Hope that helped you out in some way or another. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I love you all so much. And that's it. Make another video tomorrow, as I do every day. Peace out, guys.